Howdy now.
Howdy.
That's Travis. I'm Kevin. And this is H&H Prospecting. We're back out on Brush Creek again, just because this hole keeps on seeming to produce well for us. That was the hole that we've worked in the last few videos, where we've seen quite a few nice nuggets and a big old ball of mercury come out. So we decided that we'd come up right above it and just follow the creek up, follow the channel, and see what it might produce. We got a couple upgrades today. We went ahead and got us a full 2-inch nozzle and did a straight line, 2-inch dredge line. What's great about having that straight dredge line compared to what we had before is there are no junctions in it, which means less friction. So the interesting thing about that is, even though we were running a bigger dredge nozzle, we only had to have the motor at 3/4 throttle and actually got more pressure through the bigger dredge nozzle that way. So that's great because we're going through less fuel, which means we can run even longer through the day, and we're putting less wear and tear on the engine. Now, the amount of material that I was actually able to move today with that 2-inch compared to the 1.5 inch, you wouldn't think a 1/2 inch would make that much of a difference. But what I did in 3 hours today, 3.5 hours today, probably would have took us up to 7 and 8 hours comparatively of what we knew we were doing out of that hole down there. The only bad part, unfortunately, is even though this has all these great cracks and there's this big channel that V's all the way through it, the cracks are running in the wrong direction, which means as the water speeds up, it would just blow everything out of here, which has proven to be true. Because we knew in this hole that we dug out, we pulled out all those big pieces of iron, all those. I mean, there was bolts, there was nails, there was even stakes, and we got big pieces of gold. Up here, I didn't find any nails, hardly no iron. We got maybe 2 or 3 specks of gold and literally just this ball of mercury. So that tells us, as we should hope and know, 2 things. The gold blasted through here, deposited in this hole. Since there was big gold there, and very little gold here, but there's still gold here, that means there's still gold coming down the creek. So right above this somewhere,
We found our new hole.
there you go.
It was bunch of iron.
So right where Travis is sitting is where we thought we'd come back next time.
Yep. And there are nails in this hole.
And he's starting to pull out rocks out of it and already finding nails that have rusted and oxidized to the big rocks on top. Yeah, you can kind of see how the bedrock goes there.
Another piece of iron.
Another piece of iron right there, see? So that's how you prospect. So hopefully that theory will hold true. We'll come and clean this hole out next time. And we'll see if there's more iron, more gold. That's what we want, is the gold. But it does look like there's another big rock wall here.
Drops in.
Drops down around, comes up on this bedrock.
Up under this.
Goes up the wall there underneath that tree.
Have to bring a chainsaw.
Have to bring a chainsaw. So all the signs point that this is another big trap, another big hole. I didn't even realize it, but the creek does look like it drops about 6 inches between here and 10, 20 feet above us. So yeah, hopefully that's another big trap right here. There is a big wall right after that too. So that could cause a swirl and a drop when the water's full. But yeah, we did things a little bit backwards today. We already started cleaning up, already did the work, and then decided to start making a video. At least the entry video. We'll have some other stuff, show you guys some underwater pictures. Travis has got some pictures of me dredging today. So yeah, we got to get everything cleaned up, back up the hill, back on the carts. Gonna go home, finally clean out that gold and see what it comes up with. So, pitter patter, let's get at her. So that was a great day of prospecting. Didn't find a lot of gold, but that's part of prospecting. We kind of learned where it's depositing and where it's flowing from, or starting to learn anyways. So when we get back, we have a pretty good idea where there's another trap, and we'll hit that and see if we're right. Either way, you know, a day out prospecting is a better day than being in town, that's for sure, especially with everything else going on right now. Super impressed with that 2-inch nozzle. Can't believe how much more material that moved, how much faster, and used half the amount of gas too, which is really cool. So again, my big thanks to Armadillo, Sam, hooking us up with the dredge nozzle and the new hose. We really appreciate you guys being there and taking care of us. You guys are the best. Another big thank you and shout out to Republic Mining, Downey and Kirby for taking the time, the energy, for putting research into these claims and providing them for the club members. Speaking of research, do your research. Know where you're digging, know what kind of mining you're doing, knowing if it's allowed, if you do, if you don't need permits. Do your research and find out. Travis and I have been doing for the last 2 years. It's been fun, but it gives you a chance to meet a lot of people and learn a lot of things. I'm honestly glad that when I went and talked to the people at the mining shop, they didn't just give me the answers, they actually made me look for them, because I found answers that I didn't even knew I had questions too. So do your research, go kick some rocks over, and most importantly, get that shiny.